In today's video, I want to teach you how to emulate that film look across your digital photos. Welcome back to the channel, and if you are new here, my name is Ricky, and I've been exclusively shooting analog style photography for almost the last year and a half now. And although I love the process and the vintage feel to going out and shooting film, there definitely are some drawbacks to constantly shooting film photography. One of those being cost. Depending where you are in the world, film can get quite pricey. You can be looking at almost $35, $30 plus a roll of film. That's not on top of your developing costs as well. Plus, accumulating film gear, camera bodies, lenses, accessories, light meters, it all really starts to add up. And if you're someone who likes a more run and gun style approach to photography, where you just want to take out your one hybrid digital camera where you can shoot video photos on, then having all this extra gear and all this extra cost associated to your photography just might not be feasible for you. So that is where something like Dehancer comes into play. Now, to give you complete transparency and clarity, Dehancer did reach out to me to make this video and do a review on their product. However, they did ask me to give an honest review and give them feedback in this video along with my pros and cons to the app. So that is exactly what I intend to do, an honest and open review. So what is Dehancer? Well, Dehancer is quite a powerful plugin which you can use across all your editing platforms. In today's video, we're really going to be focusing more on the Lightroom plugin for Dehancer. However, Dehancer covers not only your photo work, but you can also use it across your video work too. So if you're an aspiring filmmaker or someone who wants to get that filmic look across your video work as well, there are plugins and options to use across things like DaVinci Resolve, Premiere Pro, Final Cut, just to name a few. But like I said, in this video, I'm more or less focusing on the photography side of things and their plugin for Lightroom. Dehancer is a plugin which allows you to take your raw files or whatever digital image you have and essentially emulate that film look. Now, after a couple of days of playing around and using Dehancer, I can safely say that its usability and how easy it is to access and get into is something that definitely is a big win in my books. With a couple of clicks, you download Dehancer, load up Lightroom Classic. Within a few minutes, you have the extension up and running and you are ready to go and start loading in your digital photos to emulate that film look. I was surprised how many film emulations are actually built in within the extension. There are close to 60 film emulations covering black and white, infrared, and all your color negative film presets out there. Everything from Kodak, Fuji, Ilford, you name it. There is literally everything there. Anything and everything that you can want from a film emulation is one click away. I was also impressed with how good the film emulations look. With almost every single photo I've taken over the last year and a half being taken on an analog style camera, I can safely say that the film emulations that Dehancer are offering do get you pretty close and pretty realistic to what actual film photos look like. Now, do I think Dehancer is something that's going to replace film? No, I don't think so. You can't replace the nostalgic feel to actually going out and shooting film. But what I do think Dehancer offers is flexibility. Flexibility for someone who, say, maybe doesn't want to invest time and money into 35 or analog style photography. Now I'll go ahead and throw up on the screen a whole bunch of different examples of what Dehancer can do to your raw images. All these photos have no adjustments to the raw or very little adjustments to the raw image file. And these are all digital photos I've taken over the years. They're nothing special, I would say, by any means, but they're a great example to show you of how you can take a raw image with next to no adjustments and turn it into something that really does have that filmic feel to it. But yeah, as you can see, these photos look amazing. They don't look like some cheap filter that's been applied. They really do look like a film inspired photo, something that could be even taken on a film camera. It really does do a great job of emulating that look. Now within the extension, you do have a bit of flexibility in terms of these presets. On the drop down menu to the right, you can go ahead, go through all the sliders, play with things like your halation, different types of grain, and go ahead and adjust the image and that filter to suit the style that you're going for. So not only is this just a one-click apply the preset, but you also have the flexibility to go through and adjust each individual parameter. Then you can also take that image back into Lightroom Classic and go ahead and tweak things like masking, things like exposure levels, things like color. So you really do get a lot of flexibility when it comes to your image and how you decide to edit that up. Like I said at the beginning of the video, Dehancer did want me to give an honest review to this app, and I have said nothing but good things about it so far. And quite honestly, that is because I really do have nothing but really good things to say about it. I have noticed is that the grain on the preview seems to be a lot more intense than what the image is when it's finally exported. I'm not sure if this is just maybe like a me thing, might be something with my computer or my setup or what's going on there, but I did notice that when I apply the film preset, the grain does look a little bit more intense than what the actual final image that's exported does look like. The final export looks perfect, but the grain and the level and how harsh it is within the actual preview does look a little bit more intense than the final image. But again, if you would even call that a con, that's definitely one thing to look out for, and just check the final image before posting to see whether you're happy or not with the grain. But it could just be a me thing. Now there is also an iOS integration, so if you are someone who likes to edit on an iPad, go ahead, pick up the iOS version. I believe it's free to download at the moment, and you can go play around, check out some film presets. Unfortunately, my iPad is a little bit ancient and it's not compatible with the app, so I haven't got to test it out fully. But like I said, if you're someone who edits on iOS or an iPad, go check it out. I'm sure it'll be great. That's pretty much all I've got to say about Dehancer. It's a fantastic app. I've loved using it. I'm going to continue to use it, and I hope you can use it too. If you want to save yourself a little bit of money at the checkout, I do have a code down which I will pin in the comments, which will save you a little bit off Dehancer. Go ahead, check it out. I get a little bit of kickback from it too, so you help support the channel, and it also saves you a little bit of cash at the checkout, which is always nice. But yeah, big plus, Dehancer in my books. Loving it, love the app. I am going to play around with more of the video side of it too in the future, but for now, I am loving the photography side of things. It's incentivized me to go out, bring my digital camera, and maybe shoot a little bit more digital photos than I have been lately. But like I said, it's not there to replace film, it's there to complement it, it's there to give you a look which can be sometimes difficult to achieve without plugins like this. And yeah, give it a try, see what you think. Let me know in the comments if you have tried Dehancer or if you're looking to try Dehancer. If there's anything in particular you want to know about the app or any questions, feel free to drop them down below and I will do my best to get back to you. With that said, let's wrap this video up here. That's enough yapping for me. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.